So this is a Coachman VIP 545, just going to take you around the van and show you how it operates. Front of the van you've got your jockey wheel, hitch and handbrake. We'll demonstrate these to you in person here on site. In the front hand side locker, if we're looking at the front of the van, you've got your two gas bottle tie downs where you can carry a maximum of two 6 kilogram propane gas bottles at any time. On the bulkhead you have your gas regulator itself, and you'll have the gas, and we do have the gas pipe work available here on site should you need to buy it. So it'll run from the bottle to the top, from the regulator to the top of the bottles, and the pipe work that goes into the bottle is a reverse thread fitment. On the left hand side front of the caravan you've got a storage locker, put your accessories in, and that just locks up on the front here. Quite a bit of space in there to store bits away. You've then got your Aldi heating and hot water flue. This is very simply there to allow the heating system to breathe, a bit like the flue on the side of your house. You never cover this up at all, and you always leave it open as it is now. Down the bottom you have your wind down leg to stabilise the caravan. So you put all four legs down when you're on site to stabilise the van. You'd never lift the caravan with these legs, as it could potentially damage the floor of the van. You've then got your water pump connection that very simply pushes into the side of the van and locks into place with the cap here. Got your pickup pipe that drops down inside the aqua roll, and I'll show you how to fill the water system once we go inside the van. Then got your battery locker. You'd have your battery in here normally. There's no battery in there at the moment because the van doesn't come supplied with the battery. And then you've got your mains power lead coming into the side of the caravan also, and in there you'll have your motor mover power switch. You've then got your two fridge vents. Two fridge vents are very simply there to allow the fridge system to breathe. Again, what it will do is it will allow hot air out and take in some cool air, and behind one of those you'll also find a gas flue for when the fridge is running on gas. Wheels and motor mover, we'll demonstrate the motor mover while you're here on site, and we'll also torque the wheel nuts to the correct setting. Toilet system, very easy to use in this particular van. Lift up the grey flap below the toilet, pull the cassette out as you can see here. The neck here turns out 90 degrees so you can tip the waste away. And then at the back of the cassette you've got a blue pressure relief button, so when you're tipping the waste away it doesn't spit and splatter back at you. In that cassette prior to use you'll need to put 1 litre of water and a cap full of the blue fluid. So that's the cap just there for that. At the top here you've got your toilet flush tank. You'll open this up, you'll put 3.5 litres of water in here and a cap full of the pink fluid prior to use. Come around the back of the caravan, you've got your wind down legs on either side of the back to stabilise the caravan while it's on site. Again, they are just there for stabilising, not lifting. Coming down this door side you'll see your wheels and motor mover again. You've got your storage locker for underneath the front seating area, and you'll also find your leg winder in that locker as well. Then you'll find your barbecue gas point down the side of the van, and the last wind down leg. I'll take you onto the inside of the caravan now. Above the door, as you walk into the caravan, you'll see the master control panel. So you've got power on here. It's coming up with this at the moment because it's got no battery on board, but once we put the battery on board, that'll clear. You've got your options going through the control panel here, 13 volts, as you can see, it's charging at. You've got your internal temperature, advanced settings, which we advise you read the manual for. You've then got your water pump run, your interior lights, and your awning light for the outside of the caravan. So it will actually turn off all the lights in one go with this particular switch here. Nothing else you need to do with that control panel apart from turn it on when you arrive on site. Then next to it you've got your Aldi heating and hot water control panel, which I'll come back to in a moment. First thing you're going to need to do when you arrive on site is fill the water system up. So you're going to open all the taps up on the hot side of the water system. So as you can see, we've got the taps open on the hot side. You do that with every tap on board the caravan. And then you'll come underneath the seat on the front right hand side. And underneath here, you'll find two yellow drain down valves. So both of these drain down valves need to be parallel with the floor before filling the water system up. If either of them are upright, it will drain all of the water back onto the floor underneath the caravan. So you'll fill the system up with the valves flat to the floor. Once you've got them valves flat to the floor and you've got all the taps open on the hot side of the water system, you'll come back to the control panel above the door and you'll turn your water pump on so it comes pump on this screen. At that point, the water system will more than likely start gurgling to start with. But once the water system is full, as it is now, you'll have water running out of every tap continuously on board the caravan. Once that water system's filled, you can shut all of the taps back off and you'll be able to start heating the water on board the van. That's where the Audi control panel comes in above the door. So to turn this panel on and off, you've got the button here on the bottom left hand side to turn it on and off. So we'll turn it back on now. It'll go through its loading procedure. On the screen here, you've got an indicator to say that you've got the mains power coming into the caravan, and then below that you've got the current room temperature or internal temperature of the caravan. Menu button, we've either got plus or minus to control the room temperature. You have to put your finger on it quite hard to get it to do that. Then below you have the water temperature for the caravan. So, sorry, let me go back to the top one. So to set the heating temperature, you'll just go up to where you want the temperature to be and leave it, and that will be set. So with the control panel above the door, look, you've got your mains power coming in. So 1 kilowatt is the lowest you can run your heating and hot water on. You also then got 2 and 3 kilowatts also. That will depend on what caravan site you're on to what you set that power source to. Below that, you've got your option to run gas. So you hit the gas option and it self-ignite on gas. Turn the gas supply off, you can hit the button again and it will go back to the blue, which means the gas is off. And if it fails to ignite, it will come up with gas fail at the bottom of the screen, as any gas system would do if it did fail to ignite. So that is the gas system, heating and hot water systems for the caravan. So like I said, room temperature, hot water on and hot water boost when that bar is completely full. Halfway down, hot water on. Amount of power coming into the caravan from the caravan site you're on, and then your gas option on the bottom left hand side. You've also then got some advanced settings on the right hand side here that we do advise you read the manual that comes with the caravan. Microwave, hob, grill and oven all work very much like your household appliances. The only difference being is that it's an eco microwave, so you need to hit the eco button to get the microwave to wake up. And then below that you have the hob, which has a 240 electric ring, but that will only work when you're on mains power. The gas obviously works from the gas on board the van. And then your hob and grill are gas operated only. You have got a light inside the oven, as you can see there, so you can see your roast cooking on the Sunday and your igniter on the left hand side. You've then got your fridge. The fridge, very simple to use. You've got power on the left hand side. The first option you come to is your mains option. When you're on mains, you can control the temperature of the fridge on this button on the right hand side. You've then got the gas option just here. The fridge will self-ignite on gas when the gas bottle is connected at the front of the van. If it fails to ignite, it will flash the red warning light just here, and it will also flash the blue warning light, the blue pilot light just here, to indicate it has failed to ignite. If you're turning down the road and you want to use the fridge as a cool box, you can select the 12 volt mode here. As you can see at the moment, we haven't got a car connected to the caravan, so that won't do anything at the moment. But when you're towing down the road, essentially you'll get the beer and the wine nice and cold. Automatic mode will go to the power source that it sees first, whether that be gas, mains or 12 volt, and it'll tell the fridge to work on that power source that it recognises first when you plug it in or when you turn the gas on. Again, on gas, you can control the temperature of the fridge on the button on the right hand side here. Turn the fridge off, you'll press and hold the power button and it will isolate the power to the fridge. Light switches are dotted around the caravan in various places to turn the lights on and off. Then coming into the bathroom, and the last part of the van we'll go through, everything else operates pretty much the same way as household. Oh, one thing to remember, keep your hands away from the towel rail. That does hold a lot of heat even after it's been turned off. A toilet system in the bathroom. A few different lights on here I need to point out to you. First one is the flush tank, which is currently indicating there isn't any any water in the flush system, which you feel from the outside. The light here is indicating the toilet waste cassette is not in place correctly. The light here will indicate when the toilet waste cassette is half full, and the light here will indicate when the toilet waste cassette is completely full. The toilet seat itself turns for your convenience, as you can see. However, when you're removing the toilet waste cassette from underneath the van, you need to make sure the toilet is back in the central position. And below the toilet, you'll find your grey waste handle, which you open up to allow the waste into the cassette underneath. And then you close it back off when you're finished using the loo. If If you have it open when you try to remove the toilet waste cassette, it could potentially damage the toilet waste cassette itself. So that is the Coachman VIP 545. If you have any further questions on the caravan, please don't hesitate to give us a call here at the Caravan Company, and we'd be more than happy to help. We appreciate your business, and we look forward to seeing you here on site soon. Thank you for now. Bye bye.